Here's some help for problems 11 and 12 in Lesson 107. It'll be in your book on page 335. Let's look at 11. 11 asks you to find volume in cubic centimeters. The height is given in 2 meters and dimensions are given in meters. So this should immediately tell you that at the end of the problem, when you figure out the answer in meters, you have to convert to cubic centimeters. So here's our shape. Okay, so volume, if you used your book for a resource, you looked in the back cover of the book, you'll remember that volume is the area of the base times the height. In this figure, we have two different shapes as the area of the base. So we'll have to figure out the area of the rectangle, and we have two triangles, but the measurements of the triangles are the same. So we can simply multiply by 2 to get the measurements of the triangle. Then we have to multiply times height for the volume. So if we look at the area of a triangle, we can see that one of the sides is 12 plus an additional 6. They put little squares for us to show us it's a right triangle, and if it's a right triangle, the side of the base and the height are the same in a right triangle. So to get the measurement of the long side of the rectangle is 12 plus 6, that gives us 18. We're going to multiply that by the height of the rectangle, which is 6. So in green, underneath area of a rectangle, I've written 6 times 18, plus 2 times the area of a triangle. Well, the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So that would be 6 times 6 over 2. And then on the far right-hand side, I have times 2 because that's our height. Once you make this full calculation, I just realized I had left my brackets off. So for the area of the rectangle and area of the triangle, those have to be added together first before you can multiply it by the height of 2 meters. Once you have this calculation done, you will have it in meters cubed. So since all the dimensions are in meters, you have to now convert it to centimeters. If you need help on converting it to centimeters, look at the back of the book and figure out how many centimeters does it take for 1 meter, and you should be able to convert from meters to centimeters. Please send me a text if you're still confused on converting from meters to centimeters. Problem number 12 is asking us for lateral surface area, and they want their answer in cubic centimeters. So if you flip back to the back of the book where it has what lateral area is, if you've forgotten, it's perimeter times height. The perimeter, I'm going around my shape from left to right, starting with the 6. So I start with a 6, I add the 12, I add the 8.49, and I add this 6. This space in the middle I know is 6 because it's opposite side of the rectangle here. Then I add this 6. This piece right here is 8.49 as well, and then I add a 12 here. This gives me the perimeter of our shape, and we know that the height is 2 meters. So once you add the values for the perimeter should be 64.98 meters. For the lateral surface area, you're going to multiply that 64.98, that was our perimeter, times a height of 2 meters. So this is going to give you an answer that is in meters squared. But remember, the problem asked for the answer in centimeters squared. Again, you'll need to convert the answer. If you have problems with converting, send me a text, let me know. But if you'll look in the back of the book, it will tell you how many centimeters does it take to make 1 meter. And then you should be able to figure out how to convert your answer from meters squared to centimeters squared.